know I can't be that mad after a 3-game winning streak, but they had that one. Yeah, it's great. Just give me a sec. What's on your phone? Trying to look up how many career hits Pierre Engvall has. Let's go! Give me what I want! Kick down the door! Drew, you are not doing this! Not nice! There's a giant hit! You hear yourself? I made like 2,000 of these. I'd like to have fun. With you wherever you are, welcome to LFR. Since you asked, 13. He has 13 hits on the season, which is one behind Riley and Giordano, and that should tell you everything you need to know about how hits are tracked. Nylander has 8. Yo, Kerfoot has 3! All right, enough of the hits. Can I take over the video now? Leafs lose 4-3 in overtime to the Vegas Golden Knights. Now listen, they're not all going to be hellfire and brimstone videos. At the end of the day, the Leafs played very well. They outplayed Vegas. At times they dominated Vegas, and they lost anyway! And we will talk about that in a moment, but first, want to bet? You can do it at Sports Interaction. That's Canada's sportsbook. Do you think your team is going to play well and lose or poorly and win? Well, you can do it at Sports Interaction. Bet before the game, live in play, or on one of their many prop bets made for Canadians by Canadians. Sports Interaction makes it easy to deposit, play, and cash out. Visit sportsinteraction.com/SDPN. That's sportsinteraction.com/SDPN. Ontario only, 18 plus. Please play responsibly. Leafs Nation, I'm not gonna lie. I'm genuinely confused. I don't know what to take from this game. I think what I take from this game is a familiarity, both good and bad. Because there were times during this game where the Leafs were not just keeping up with the Vegas Golden Knights, but outplaying them. And I thought, uh-oh, that looks like last year's Leafs. I really liked last year's Leafs in the regular season. I know! Very good in the regular season. They were, and they did well in that playoff series until they didn't. And I feel like every time I talk about the Toronto Maple Leafs, I have to start from the beginning. Listen, 2 seasons ago, the team got away with running over the Canadian division, and they were still deeply flawed. And then they go to the playoffs, and their deeply flawed team ends up blowing it. Last year, they don't start very well, but the mandate is clear, and we know this because of what the team said in the media, what they said in the Amazon doc that we all ended up seeing because we're all sadistic. They wanted tighter defense and playoff-style goals, go at the net and crash it. I still think the Leafs can be better in front of their opponent's net, but there's no doubt that as the season progresses, they're getting better on D, and it's been tenfold since Timothy Liljegren has come back. This is a team figuring out their process. They played very well against Vegas. They should have played very well against Vegas. They were the home team against Vegas, and they outshot Vegas 31-20. Is the lesson that we take from this game that the Leafs played a good game and sometimes you lose? I don't think it's unreasonable to say that is a November attitude. I think this team wants to instill an April, May, and June attitude, and you can't just turn it on when the moment arrives. I was seeing a lot of people taking the very easy storyline from this one, which is the Leafs outplayed Vegas, they outchanced them, they outshot them definitely, but their third goalie let them down. And while I did see some people come to that conclusion, most of the people who watched the game, including myself, know that's not what happened. Erik Källgren did not have an exemplary game, but he was also kind of the reason the Leafs were even in it at some points. Dare I say he even had to make more difficult saves than Logan Thompson in this one. Outplaying their opponent, but the chances that they allow are really good ones. Uh-oh, that feels familiar too. Freddie Anderson didn't get that quite as much. He sort of carried the team through their young years. He didn't get the dominant Leafs. He got the fun, stupid Leafs, who were both fun and stupid to watch. The style I strive to make every LFR out to be. Jack Campbell got more of this stuff. The outplay and outshoot the other guys, but still give up a bunch of 10-bellers stuff, which is the kind of stuff that gets you a lot of wins and destroys your save percentage. I'd be so much more worried about Erik Källgren if the 4 goals, literally all 4 goals Vegas scored tonight, weren't actual early Christmas gifts from the Toronto Maple Leafs. Listen, we don't know when Matt Murray's coming back. It sounds like it's soon. Ilya Samsonov, we don't know when he's coming back. Källgren is the starter for now. And until he really starts costing the Leafs hockey games, which he didn't in this one, I'm not going to worry about him. Because at the end of the day, the way it's shaping up right now is he's not going to be on the playoff roster. You know who is going to be on the playoff roster, at least he hopes to be? Rasmus Sandin with the enormous giveaway less than a minute into the game. Turns it over to Vegas. Vegas flies it up the other way. Eric Källgren barely makes the initial save, and then Sandin, for good measure, almost knocks the thing in himself. Vegas up 1-0, 45 seconds into the game, and according to the TSN broadcast, that is the 5th time this season the Leafs have allowed a goal in the first minute. How is that possible? How are you averaging allowing a goal in the first minute once every 3 games? Oh, wait a sec, that was game 14. You actually do it more than that. According to math, the Leafs are on pace to allow a goal in the first minute 17 and a half times, which is both impossible and something they just might do. Now, at very least, the Leafs don't fold like a cheap suit. They work the puck around, they get it to Timothy Liljegren with the blast, and Timothy, I didn't know he had that. His first of the season. He just got here after all. And it's 1-1. Hooray. Oh, sorry. Did I say hooray? I meant let's not celebrate anything ever. The National Hockey League has got to do something about this. So what happened was Morgan Rielly holds the puck onside. And to Vegas's credit, it was this much onside. This much. 2 or 3 eyebrow hairs. But it was pretty clearly onside. So what Vegas did is what every team, including the Toronto Maple Leafs did, is they delay and they delay and they delay and they yell at the ref while they're looking down at, again, can someone get a screen? I know it's a National Hockey League bench and there isn't really anywhere to put it, but all these teams are making these enormous decisions on iPad. I'm sure teams have video rooms in the back where they're looking at an actual screen. That's who they're talking to with their little wrist thing. But not to trip you out too much, here's the size of my monitor. Whoa! Here is the size of my monitor. Look how big it is. Look how big it is. Get something like this, man. This was like, I don't know, $100? Let's say they're $150 Canadian. And we need 3 in each building because we want 1 on each bench and 1 for the refs to look at because they're reviewing goals on a Tamagotchi as well. So that's $450 per arena, 32 arenas in the National Hockey League. Yes, we are counting Arizona. $14,400. You could actually have screens that are screens for less than 15 grand. You're a multi-billion-dollar league. So Vegas delays and delays and delays and delays, and then they take a timeout, which is a delay, and after the timeout, they get the choice of whether or not they want to challenge. And on the broadcast, I don't even blame the broadcast for this, the first replay they show of the Leafs goal is whether or not it went over the blue line or not. You know, when a goal goes in, it goes over the red line, you see. It goes over the red line. That's what everyone gets excited about and yells and shouts about. And here we are looking at the blue line. It's exhausting. And I really did think this sport wanted and needed offside reviews. I hate it. I hate it a lot. I hate it a lot. It overshadowed a lot of things that the Leafs actually did well on this play. Rielly, I told you, he's the king of keeping it in. Dennis Malgin, the bully bruiser on this one, apparently. And Liljegren has a new toy. And towards the end of the period, he smashed that toy on the floor because the magical stick that his goal came off of is the same one where he gave the puck away to Jack Eichel. Just gave the thing away. Or rather, gave it away to the Vegas Golden Knights at large. I don't even know which one was the guy who picked it off. Chandler Stevenson, Mark Stone, Jack Eichel, those guys, they're water bugs. They're giant and also water bugs, this team. Eichel buries it, and we head to intermission with the Leafs playing well and down 2-1. Now, we've had this conversation before with Leafs goalies. Yes, you'd like a save. And it feels like Jack Campbell had a lot of games like these. I keep going back to him. Because you look at his numbers, and they're not good. And you look at the 3 or 4 goals he allowed, and you're like, well, it'd be nice if he had stopped one of them. And then if you think hard enough, you go, oh yeah, he made like 5 highlight reel stops because he was forced to. Speaking of the highlight reel, Mitch! Because Vegas actually outshot Toronto 8-7 in the first period. The second period, it didn't go like that. Mitch Marner just dangling through the Vegas zone like the dude with the collection bin at church. Your ankles, Your ankles? Some guy rummaging through his pockets like, oh, geez, I never remembered to bring ankles. Marner's third of the season. I can't believe it's only his third. With moves like that, ties it up. And then 3 minutes later, oh, mwah, the Leafs' best shift of the season so far. The Leafs' top line that has really left a lot to be desired just in terms of dominance. It's amazing how high the bar is for these guys. Like, Marner's on a 7-game point streak. But we all know he's gonna get his cookies, and so is Austin, and they're just gonna sprinkle it here, sprinkle it there, here's a couple assists. No. This shift is what I'm talking about. This shift is what these guys are capable of. Hemming the Vegas Golden Knights in their own zone for almost 2 minutes. Mike Johnston laughing, giddy with glee at the fact that the Golden Knights basically can't breathe out there. Mitch Marner, there he is again, finding a wide open Timothy Liljegren, who busts out the toy again. Liljegronk blasts his second of the game in, and guess what? The Leafs have the lead heading into the third. Leafs outshoot the Vegas Golden Knights 15-5 in the second period, a period that did not feature a single penalty from either team. That was all 5-on-5. Maybe their best period of the season. Definitely featured some of their best shifts of the season and featured them getting the lead. Even in the third period, the Leafs outshot Vegas 9-6. They limited Vegas to 6 shots in the third. A third period they were losing. Oh! And now the Leafs have a power play in the third period. They get to add to that lead. Vegas on the penalty kill. They go to clear the puck, and it looks like there's going to be a pretty nifty bank pass off the boards that's going to hit a guy in the neutral zone. But Morgan Rielly, smart guy, he's back there handling the situation. And there are no Vegas Golden Knights rushing to support. So don't worry about it. It's at worst case scenario, it's a one-on-one. And you got guys gallivanting back to help. Instead, William Nylander randomly whiffed at the puck to try to keep it in. Here's a little screenshot of how it ended. William! Kudos to Marner for the hustle on the back check, but he was never going to catch those guys. It's a clean cut 2-on-1 on Morgan Rielly, and Riley Smith, ironically, ties this thing late. So we go to overtime. Both teams in the final 30 seconds were very like, yeah, we don't really care. Like, let's just take a point. And I feel like we shouldn't put too much on 3-on-3 because it's 3-on-3 and they don't have 3-on-3 in the playoffs. But this seems bad. Breakaway for Riley Smith. Goal for Riley Smith. And for the second time in a game, the Leafs allow a goal in the first minute of a period. Yes, it is overtime. No, I don't care. So the 4 Vegas Golden Knights goals were a giveaway in the first minute of the game, a giveaway just randomly mid-game, a giveaway to the team that was shorthanded, and a breakaway in overtime. I hope the Leafs come away with 2 feelings from this one, that they can ride all the way till Friday. Oh yeah, they got Wednesday off, Thursday off. They don't play again until Friday. You keep this feeling bottled up till Friday. We played well. We should have had 2 points. Questions. 3-0-2 in their last 5 games. We are still on the right track. Listen, I agree. Getting a point out of Vegas, you're not guaranteed a point out of Vegas. They're a really good team. Boston and Carolina on the back-to-back, I still can't believe they did that. Ultimately, the Leafs are in a pretty good position after the last week. I mean, look at the weeks Calgary's having. Edmonton's been struggling lately. Calgary's been struggling worse. The Blues might never win again. But, like I said last year, if we're raising the bar, you got to win this game. You were outplaying them. You had the lead. You gave Vegas this game. I think this sort of result is good for the brain and bad for the heart, if that makes sense. Please pick my birthday cake flavor. I have to make it myself. Oh, Costco? Sobeys has some good ones. Yeah. Okay, here's a weird question. Why did we just accept that there's a birthday cake flavor? Was it invented for birthdays? When did it become the birthday cake? Because you can have any cake you want on your birthday. So I would say the type of birthday cake you should have on your birthday is birthday cake, which is whatever you want, but it's also, no, it's not. It's birthday cake, you know? And oh, look at this. Are you by any chance streaming tomorrow at 7:30 p.m.? Eastern Standard Time at this link. Yes, sir, I am on the SDPN YouTube channel. Guess what? We're going to be doing a little NHL 22 because cross-platform doesn't work yet for NHL 23. Super cool. We all have NHL 22 for PS4, so we're going to play that. But anyway, it is a Chell stream to raise money for Rachel's Raiders, which is my Easter Seals team. And Easter Seals is a charity that helps out kids with physical disabilities. The two teams that you see here are the Mowat Mustangs. That is myself and Adam Wild. We will be taking on the Steve Punchers. That is Jesse Blake and Mike Schmidt, who is joining us and matching all donations. So join us for that stream. Enjoy the stupidity that I'm sure will unfold, and also empty your pockets. Donate. Just donate. It's a good cause. And I'm only going to bug you for 2 more days. November 9th, November 10th in the evening is the deadline, and then I won't bug you anymore. I hibernate for the rest of the year. You know, if you've been watching for a few years, oh, the tournament's done. Steve will stop bothering us now. You're right. Oh, and we have a winner for the raffle for my Dangle 10 jersey. The winner is right here. I'm telling producer Drew to do that right now. It is Andrina Gray 5. Congratulations and thank you for your donation to Easter Seals. You have won a Dangle 10 jersey that I have worn for a long time. How long? I don't know. I promise it won't stink when you receive it. So that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. Oh, we got so much. Brand new Steve Dangle podcast tomorrow on SDPN. That's that thing I just told you about. We also got that stream, the Mustangs versus the Face Punchers, or the Steve Punchers. That'll be pretty cool. And hey, another place you can catch LFR with you wherever you are. It's on Spotify. It's on Amazon. It's on Apple. It's on the Google one. It's on all of them. LFR, now in podcast form. Check it out.